I'm pretty excited. On Wednesday, October 10th at 9 p.m. on NBC, I'm going to be watching the season premiere of ChicagoFire. You got to make sure you tune into this brand new series that will keep you on the edge of your seat each week. The same executive producer, Dick Wolf from Law & Order SVU, he's also producing this show. And thanks to NBC, my favorite 103.5 event thus far has been visiting Engine 8 Firehouse in Chinatown. It was amazing. The firemen in this house showed me firsthand what it's like to be a firefighter. And trust me, it's not easy. As soon as I walked through the door, they're putting me to work. They had me put on this fireman uniform, which first of all, was a few sizes too big. But there's also so much protective gear, it literally feels like you're going into space. There's so many clicks and zippers and buttons and lights. I felt like I had never gotten dressed before. Once I got the uniform all on and everything, my first task was to get the truck into place and then move this huge ladder that's on top with a bunch of buttons and knobs all the way up to the top of the building, which I'm sitting there like afraid that I'm going to break something. And of course, all the firefighters that do this all the time, they're sitting around laughing at me. They're like, what is this kid doing? And so I had to climb up this ladder. It's 75 feet tall. And believe me, the phrase "don't look down" gets new meaning when you have this gigantic axe in your pocket and a huge buzzsaw on the side of you. The whole time I'm worried, am I going to fall through the ladder? Or is this axe going to come and take off my leg? I was nervous. And so I finally get up to the top and they start showing me what they normally do. And you figure normally this is surrounded by smoke. It's hot and you've got your adrenaline rushing. It's just freaky. And they're talking about how you can cut through the floor. You have to find skylights to break through. You take this huge pole and break out the windows. It's amazing what these guys do under these extreme conditions. And on top of it all, not all the roofs in Chicago are sound. You can fall off so easily. So it's creepy even in the broad daylight. And the rest of the day, they gave me these real life experiences of the life of a day of a fireman. And I got to spray water out of the hose of the truck, which, by the way, do you have any idea how much pressure is coming out of that? You have to hold it under your arm, and it feels like you're about to lose control of the thing. It's amazing how they can keep that under control. They even, and this was kind of cruel, they even put me through a dark room that was set up like a fire scene to see if I could find and rescue a trapped victim. They put this mask over my helmet, and I had no idea where I was going, and they're sitting like yelling at me. There's alarms going off. I can't imagine what it would be like in an actual situation. That's why these firefighters, they do such an amazing job. And not only that, these guys are loyal to the general public, but they've also got a bond with each other that's absolutely incredible. Every shift, they sit down all at the same time at the dinner table. It just feels like a brotherhood and a camaraderie that's just great to see. And I thought working the morning show was bad. Waking up at 3:30, coming in for a few hours, talking on the radio. These guys, they work 24-hour shifts. I can't even imagine how stressful and difficult that is. And I actually got a chance to sit down at the end of the visit and have lunch and interview some of the firemen. I learned so much, including the fact that they are the best pranksters in the world. I even got to be a part of it. During one of the interviews, I asked what the best prank they play on each other, and the chief explained to me that a bucket of water is always thrown on the new fireman of the house, probably multiple times. And guess what? As I'm leaving, a bucket of water comes flying out the window right on top of me. And that was one of my favorite parts, because even though it was just me being a firefighter for a day and seeing what they get to do, I felt like I was part of the brotherhood. I felt like I was part of that camaraderie. And it was an amazing feeling. And despite the prank, it was a serious experience that allowed me to see how heroic these men in action are. I had some of the best memories and learned so much that I'll never forget. And I'm really looking forward to watching the season premiere of ChicagoFire, because I've gotten to be in the position. I got to be in the shoes of a firefighter, and it's amazing. And I can't wait to see how ChicagoFire portrays that camaraderie, brotherhood, and just absolute heroism. Check it out. The season premiere is tonight on NBC at 9 p.m. You got to tune in and see what goes down in the life of a hero.